Howdy, Oakapi gang. Tonight we have our first shipment of Shattered Stars, and we're going to go ahead and open it, but there's a couple things to look at first. We're going to be comparing this to previous print runs because this should be the first product of the new manufacturer, which has been the reason that we've had so many delays. To me, the colors look really good on the uh, Kickstarter edition cards. Uh, And so I want to see the quality bump that Dan wanted. I will say there are other things that I noticed with Kickstarter, like the randomization of packs was really bad in Kickstarter. I would pull packs that would be number 61, 62, 63, 64, 65 of the base set numbers. And then also the original Stellar that I pulled did not have print lines, but the Stellar that I traded that for does have print lines. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so I saw it a little bit. Print lines are an issue. Another thing to keep track of, compared to other card games, is how warped the cards become over time. So I think that's something we need to keep an eye on, especially since we're looking at a completely new manufacturer. Um, so this Zaptor is a normal card. I would say that's little. I guess there's a slight bend, but that's probably just because I'm not treating the card well. Um, the foils have a more noticeable bend. It's not bad. I feel like if I put it on a book on top of it for a while, it would straighten back out. And then we have the full art, also not that bad. I think that the thicker card stock that this game has gone with has really helped against that. I have other cards like MTG cards that are flat up Pringles, the kind that you see on Twitter when people are making fun of MTG. I definitely have cards like that. See, but these do have a little bend. Let's move it around a couple different places so you might be able to see it. Maybe if I put a straight one next to it, might make it more obvious. These are both Quackles, but one is the foil artist collection and the one is not. The one on the top has visibly a bigger bend to me. So that's something to pay attention to, especially with the value of these cards, because the amount of their quality matters. Um, Also, I'm excited for Flame of Moth. I was telling Matt that that's a deck I want to brew when set 2 comes out. I'm really excited for set 2. I'm ready to play a lot more when we get more cards. And going in, we don't have a ton of information about the pull rates on Shattered Stars. And my personal recommendation would be the spirits get a higher pull rate, but that might be too much to ask for. It makes me think of with Secret Layers for Magic, since you want to play a bunch of copies of that, it doesn't make sense that they sell single basic lands in Secret Layer drops. You could be playing anywhere from 1 to like 20. I mean, I guess there are even decks that play like 40 basic lands. So to sell one of each in like a $50 bundle, that's kind of ridiculous to me. I would like to see Alestrals move in the direction where the pull rate of spirits in Shattered Stars is higher. And that would be one of the big things that I would say would set this product apart. I think that this product could be a big hit or a big flop depending on how it's received. And personally, for me, it's going to depend, like what I pull. Does what I pull feel like it's playable? Does it feel like I'm getting the right amount of value for what I'm spending? I would say for what I'm spending, maybe like one full art. I got a 3-pack. That's not that many cards. Maybe I want to see like one full art, Doesn't matter what it is. Like I would say Stratamoth is on the lower end of the art spectrum. I think Zeus will probably be the, well, obviously, Stellar Toxian will be the chase, but I think the statue Zeus will be the most expensive card besides that out of this because Zeus was not available in the Kickstarter base set. Um, I'm excited about this product. I think it is a really cool development for the TCG space. I think this is a really interesting development for the TCG space as an alternative to just printing a bunch of different sets all the time. I think it's a way to have a steady income and also increase your revenue without having to put so much pressure on the average consumer that it can be alienating. I don't keep up with Magic anymore. I'll pop in and get some singles here and there. But in general, I just don't buy any sealed Magic anymore. And I'm excited about this product. You know, it's not even a, well, I guess I'll get it because it's here. I'm excited to see this product. And I think a subscription service is so cool because when the game gets rolling, um, you know, a game will get stale after 3 months of nothing new. That's how I feel with Marvel Snap. That's the game I play the most right now. Um, if I don't get a new card for 3 months, it feels pretty bad. But um, but a new set every month or a new set every other month is just too much to compress. Like I've read a lot of Magic cards in the past year just to see what they do, see if they're before my deck, and they're not, so I completely forget about them, and then I just wait to see what other people play. And I feel like that's pretty standard for Magic players now. We just don't even bother trying to remember cards anymore. Um, Obviously, I'm hunting Toxian here. I like Toxian. Actually, Thunder is probably my least favorite element. Um, I think it's too good. It does everything except for like popping Celestial. Well, I guess it even pops Celestials with Boom Bat. Um, so it does everything. It's too good. Um, and like design wise, I don't like most of the designs. They're just not for me. They're more in the cool category than the cute or bulky category that I like. My favorite Pokemon are Palossand and Pelipper. I I like my chubby monsters, which is Barabog for Celestrals. Okay, let's see what we got. Has a little receipt. It says quantity 1, Shadow to Start subscription. It is in a sealed little pack here. This pack feels pretty tough. They could probably scale down the amount of packaging they're doing here and it'd still be arrive pretty assuredly safe. Like, oh, how do you get this open? Is there a trick? There's a promo here. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Um, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's pretty. This is the. See, and I feel like I've already gotten my money's worth just off of this card. Like I said, I want to brew the Flame of Moth deck when it comes out. And so I have the full art Stratamoth too, right here. This is definitely way prettier though. I hope they do more things than stained glass in the future. Stained glass is pretty, but I wouldn't personally identify it with it. And I feel like Shattered Stars is really the space to get the cards that you personally identify with. It's got a 1 in the corner, Phoebe Summer Twisk. Good job on this art. It looks really good. The foil is really good too, really pretty. It looks like this will bend probably more than the full art does because it looks like it might have a little bend already. But it looks like it's still thick enough to where it won't be an issue. As a test, let's see. I'm going to put the cards here. I'm going to shuffle a little bit. Now I'm going to look and see, can I tell which one is the Flam or the Stratomoth? It's one of these two. Let's look at this one first. I was incorrect. Second one, I was incorrect. So no, I cannot tell what the difference is from the side. I feel like that's important. Not everybody plays with sleeves. Okay, first pack. Like I said, I'm hunting Toxian. I mean, everybody's hunting Toxian. The Statue Zeus, I feel like, is a really good pool because it's not in base set. We'll see if there's a pack trick. I don't like the design of most Thunder cards, but I love Toxian's design. It's really cute. I did a pixel for, I think it was Words, with Toxian in it. Or was it Red Baron? I don't know. It was somebody had a I think it was Red Baron had a Toxian in their pixel. And Toxian, I think, is a great inclusion because it was only in the starter deck for Kickstarter run. And I feel like that was a mistake, especially with how good the card is. I freaking hate playing against this card, but it's really cute, so I still accept it. Like a Vault, I don't really care about this. The art seems pretty comparable to base set. I kind of like the base set Toxian more, but I think Toxian is just such a good design that they need to keep making more arts of it. Spark It. Menace of Set 1. I like this art better. I don't really care about Spark It that much. Like I said, I don't play much Thunder. I hate getting my hand ripped apart though. Quackle, that's cute. Yet, or is that yes sir, or is that yes sir? I like that it, well, I'm guessing it's winking. There's not a line for its eye, so it could just be missing an eye. Astro Rabbit. I like this. It kind of has a Jet Set Radio feel. Feels a little more cell shaded than most Celestial cards do. I think that it could have used a little slower on the outline, but I really like the colors and the pop. I like specifically done on the paw print where they use the different brush to get the texture. And there's a little bit in the shadows too. Ooh, Foil Thunderstorm, that's pretty. Oh, there's a little Rhyceros, that's cute. I like the purple. I don't offhand remember what regular Thunderstorm looks like, but this will probably be how I remember Thunderstorm. And the full art Zaptor. Is there going to be one of these in every pack? That would be really good. I would really like that if there was. I love this art of Zaptor. Zaptor is a celestial or a spirit that I've drawn several times. I've done the pixel art of it, but that was one of the pixels where I just kind of traced over with squares. Okay, second pack. Look, I'm already satisfied on $10. Like a pretty Thunderstorm and a pretty Stratomoth. They're both purple too. I think that's really cool. I think the color consideration should be a huge thing for Shattered Stars. One of the things that I would like to personally see from Shattered Stars are spirits that represent two colors, like a Teratlus that shows that you're playing Water Earth, or a Teratlus that shows you're playing Water Fire, just so you can get that bigger distinction. The pack itself is really thick. Toxian. I'll take a second one. I would like a playset, honestly, if I could pull one from all three. Like a Vault. I don't really like this art. I don't really like the art on base Like a Vault though, and it's kind of like Lucario vibes. There is somebody in the Discord, I can't think of who it is off the top of my head. It's like a Vault's #1 fan, and that's not me. Spark it. Quackle. Okay, we have a sorting issue here. Foil Zaptor. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. And it looks like there might be one of these in every pack. If there is, I think that's a huge plus. Get me even more excited about it. Might honestly, if I could get into a better financial situation, I might pick up more than one set just for the spirits because the spirits look that good. I wish the quality on some of these cards, well, maybe not the quality, I would say. I wish the cards looked more different than their standard counterparts. I think you're kind of there with Astrabbit. I don't think you're there with Quackle. I don't think you're, well, I guess with Sparkit, the original Sparkit does look a lot different than that. Lycavolt looks very similar. Toxian does look very different. Okay, so is this an issue actually? Let me look at this. We got it. Did we get all the same commons or just most the same commons? Yeah, we got all the same commons, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I feel like even if it is, that should be something they change in the future. Um, we'll see though. And I guess it's kind of complicated because you're in set one, there's not that many cards to pick from. Okay, last pack. I already feel satisfied, like monetary value wise. And actually, I feel like I'm already a little over what I'm paying for, like value wise. I think the full art spirit is really pretty. Where did that go? Oh, here it is down here. I feel like these three cards alone are worth. Well, I guess they need to get the shipping down. But I think this is only $11. And I would say that this alone, if this was in another game, this would be worth way more than $11 on its own. This, I would say, if it's playable, set two onward, say $5. If it's a staple, $10, something like that. Zaptor, I think these will hold value. I was surprised by how much value the Hollow Spirits had in set one. And the full art, I mean, just side by side. Where did the... So we have three arts as Zaptor here. We have the base set, which I think is okay. I think it's just a cute generic design. I wish the sky in the background was a little more rendered. I think they could have used a little more contrast here. Very solid Zaptor design though. The Stellar I like more than the base design. Pose wise and the foil, I mean the foils in Alestrals are so good. I love the Stellar pattern. I like the color better of base Zaptor, which I think is a good thing because that will be the version that most people interact with. But I think definitely this one is my favorite of the three. And I think that's important to note that I think that the prettiest spirits will be coming from Shattered Stars. Okay, last pack. Give me the Toxian, please. Dan, my people will find your people. I don't have people, but I'll get some. They'll find your people. Okay. I need to read up on the product. I did not think it was going to be the same commons for each pack. Ooh! 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 We got the Zeus, baby. The hollow pattern has a little interesting shape. Is that has to do with spirits, right? It's the symbol in the bottom right corner of the Shattered Stars logo. Somebody noted that The Zaptor in the right hand is different. Um, hmm. I'm much more impressed by the stained glass than the full art Zeus. Um, I wonder if the Stratomoth is just for everybody. I need to look that up. If even if it is, I will be playing the heck out of that Stratomoth. I wish I would have gotten more. I might buy some more of these when Flame Moth comes out because I really like these. And I think it's just the um, I think it's that the foil is has more differences in it than this one. This one has less shapes in the foil pattern than the base foil does. The base foil has stars like everywhere, and then it has some of the spirit symbols. This one just has a couple. I think the proportions on Zeus get kind of weird. But I feel like I really killed it on value in these. I need to look up if you're supposed to get the same comments in all of them. If so, that's fine. I wish that was different, but I also get we're set one, and this is a trial product. You don't want to spend too much on art before you know if it's gonna flop or if it's gonna keep going. Um, man, I would give this as a product just for my pool. What I'm feeling like right now is, man, I feel like it's a 5 out of 5. Just this opening. Or I'll say a 4 out of 5. It could have been better if there were more commons to pull, and if the commons were more different than their base art. I think that the full art being in every pack is huge, and I think the foil spirit full art looks so good. Um, I don't know if this is a promo for every pack. I would guess there's a pretty big chance that it is. If so, I mean, that feels like it's worth it right there to me. I think it's a very pretty piece. Like somebody sat down and made that piece of art, and that foil sheet is really pretty. Um, and am becoming more attached to Stratamoth through this. I need to make up a Strat. Well, I would probably call it Mothra. I call um, Butterfree when I play Gen 1. I call Butterfree Mothra. Or if I get Motham, like I did in my Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I also called him Mothra. I could call Stratamoth Mothra. I think mm, probably gonna sell the Zeus. He doesn't feel like the hit that I thought he would be to me. Um, in this Thunderstorm, pleasant surprise. I really like this, and I don't play a lot of Thunderstorm. My vibe of that card is that it's not worth the amount of spirits that it is for the amount of effect that it does. Like you usually don't know what you're hitting because counter runes are the meta. Um, and blind hitting a card, it could be a Gorgon's Gaze, and you're like, ooh, yeah, I got that out of there. Or it could just be um, some random trash that wasn't really going to affect your gameplay anyway. Yeah, I'd say a 4 out of 5. To get the 5 out of 5, make the big chase feel more special and add more commons and make them more different. Dan said the cards should be more vivid, and looking at them, I really can't tell a difference like that. Yeah, they really don't look more vivid, but I will say that the Kickstarter cards look vivid enough to me. Like they pop out a lot more in person than they do digitally. And when he said that they're gonna pop more in the new manufacturer, I was like, that's not really what I want to see from the new manufacturer. But thank you for this, hanging out on this late night Oakapi game, and I hope you have a good day.